Hi, my sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, Sagittarius. Welcome to your Healing So Bright guidance for the month of June 2020. But let's start first with what's going on with the planets this month. Let's look at the astrology and see how the planets influence in your energy in the cards too, right? So, wow. Sagittarius, this is a month of introspection. Look at your focus card, is the Hermit. And it's a lot of introspection when it comes to love. Venus, the planet of love and commodity, is retrograde in Gemini. So for you, it's touching base on your love life, and you're definitely going to feel like disconnected in a way, disconnected in love, feeling that it's time for you to be healing and time to do something about your relationship. You have the Princess of Summer here. So let me show you your cards so you can see what I'm talking about. So the first row here is the first 2 weeks, 1 to 2. This is the second row. This is the second to the third week. And the last row is from the third to the fourth week. So let's start with your first 2 weeks, 1 to second week, right? Because it's a transition here. So Venus is going to be retrograde the entire month. And look at your focus card, is the Hermit. You're definitely reflecting about your relationships, evaluating who's with you, who you want to have with you in your life. And anyway, there's another things astrological happening, which are the eclipses. So we have the lunar eclipses touching base in the first week, and the last week there is a solar eclipse. So let's talk about by week, right? This month. So like I said, the entire month is, reflecting. The first week you are disconnected and you're trying to figure it out how you can get this new relationship. How can you find yourself, and how can you get a different emotional experience now, a different emotional experience in your relationships. Maybe you are single and you're trying to figure out how to be a little bit more, how can I say, be a little bit more, happy when it comes to relationships. And the eclipse, the lunar eclipse, it's in your first house, so it's in your personality. So there's a lot of changes going on in your personality and your ability to adapt. And you can adapt to situations. You're a dual sign, you can adapt to different things, and you're trying to figure out how you can adapt the new situation, because it might be that for some of you could have just have a breakup. Yep. And then you're trying to adapt to this new relationship of being alone, a relationship with yourself. And some of you are just feeling disconnected, feeling like you're not satisfied with the relationship, which can happen because the North Node, it's in Gemini, meaning that for you, the South North is going to be in your relationship. So you're feeling disconnected. That's what the South North does. So you're going to feel disconnected and maybe less interested in the relationship unless you really you kind of want it, but have to be a little bit more perfect. You very much analyzing a lot that situation with relationships. We will talk about work, and obviously we're going to talk about this, which is a little extra. So from the second to the third week, we have another planet retrograde, which is Mercury retrograde, and it's about communication, but also has to be with your finances, because Mercury is here making you think more, because it's your mind working, and how to learn to probably pay certain debts that you have, if you have any, maybe figured out loans, maybe figuring out negotiations. Maybe you're trying to see if you can get in a sponsorship, but you're trying to get money. Money, 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 money. So that's why you're analyzing both, like love and your finances. So you right now just really, going into yourself. You kind of taking a break. Maybe you're trying to distance yourself from people, or because of everything that's happening right now, you socially distance from people, and you quarantine basically. And I think you are having all these thoughts. And with this Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde, that's a lot to think. I mean, it's hitting you in those houses of those departments of your life that you get like, whoa. However, there is something that you have to worry about too. Is about letting go of the fears and let the new opportunities come into your life. And that's why the release card is here. And obviously from here, the transition from the second to the third to the third to the four, I would say from the third to the four, you're entering a transition mode with the solar eclipse, which is still in your finances. So you're trying to figure it out a lot, and you feel trapped in a way, and you feel like a lot of indecisions, but something's going to come up at the end of the month. That will be for July, basically what's happening. But for this month, you're trying to figure out how you can be more romantic, or if you're gonna step up in your in the way you flirt. um, it's just something about it that you trying to figure things out. And you probably, like I said, have some of you has had a recent breakup, probably with a water sign or a air sign, most probably with an air sign, obviously, because I do see another winter or another sword here. So it could be like you are actually becoming a little bit more cold, not the person, but I feel like you kind of feeling like either the person is becoming cold, or you, I think it's more you kind of like becoming more cold, because you kind of feel disconnected with the person. You're feeling it. And right now you're going to be trying to figure out, oh my god, like you have two winters, so you feel like your eyes are covered, like you can't see the truth. It's about you, and I don't see confusion. It's just you mentally getting a little bit cold. And like I said, you have all the planets like the south, north in that area of your relationship. So you're going to be a little bit more worried about you as an entity. You're going to try to find more about your personality, right? Like who can really be with you, but for what you expect and what you want, because it's about you. And you want to fall in love. You want to be swept off your feet. Um, but that might happen with someone who can be a Virgo, an earth sign actually. Someone that, maybe is a little bit more fixated. Um, and for some reason, if you're dealing with a Virgo especially, maybe you feel like this person is really changing the way you see things. Now, the signs that I say, they can be sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign. So it can be any sign. I mean, I know it sounds like, so why are you saying that? Why are you saying the signs? Because they can be sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign of the ones that I'm mentioning. So you might be dealing with a Gemini, specifically with the Three of Winter here, or a water sign, specifically a Pisces, moon sign, rising sign, and sun sign, Pisces, or a Virgo. But the Virgo is more like the type of person who's kind of like getting to you and making you feel like having emotions, something that may be something new that you're experiencing with this person. Now, the last week, I do see a revelation. Something comes up. Maybe you have an opportunity to travel. And I do see you feeling like you can't take proper decisions. You can't take the proper decisions. However, there's something here with this Ace of Spring, and like I said, there's a new opportunity. So this card of revelations, of trips or beliefs, something is changing in your belief system, especially when it comes to love. That's bringing something for you to, like, to start taking action about something, especially with something that has to be with your career or in your love life. What brings passion to you? I have to say, Mars, the planet of determination, it's in your family department. So some of you also with this card can resemble that you are probably thinking about traveling, moving homes, buying, selling home, uh, decorating your home, whatever it is. Something with this card has to be with that, with your family environment, something you want to work on to. Um, but you need to focus on something that really gives you passion. And why I'm saying this, because that's going to help you to be very much determined to go um, after your dreams and achieve your goals. Right now, you might be a little um, cold, a little bit. I feel you a little bit cold, but I think it is because you're trying to still figure it out what's going on with you and what is that you really want in a relationship. So it's like you detach, but it's like, but I like it, I want it, but I want to go for my goals. I want to achieve something, a better career, something from the past. Probably, I can see something from the past is making you defensive. Maybe some of you are struggling a little bit with someone in the past, and you need to let go. And I do see happiness and stability coming. And there's a news coming over here for some of you about celebrations, about something that is accomplished anyway, and it's going to be good. So this is something about your career that you feel that you accomplished something, and you feel like you want to celebrate. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. I know you want to take risk, and you obviously, with this person who's a Gemini specifically, obviously you having decisions to make. Your choices are not like you still can figure out what to do with this person. You're trying to figure it out. Yeah. For some of you, it's a bit hard to let that person go, but at the same time, you just don't know what to do. You becoming cold. And yes, stay strong and follow your dreams. Take the risk, especially when it comes to your career. You want to step forward. Anyway, Sagittarius, I hope I help you to understand what's going on with the planets, with the energy, and how it's going to influence you and how you can work with them for the best. Anyway, love, much light, and please don't forget to subscribe and share these videos and comment. Tell me what's your goal, what you want to pursue, what's your goal, what do you want, what you expect in love and in your career. See you. Bye.